Okay, hello Mr. Young. I'm a little bit confused on how to do this, but I'm going to try this anyways. Hopefully I'm okay with this. My topic was why 13 or 14-year-olds shouldn't babysit. So first, let me start with the fact that when you are 13 or 14, you don't really know how to cook. I guess it also depends on how old the kid is that you're watching, but I still think that you're too young to be watching anyone. But if you don't know how to cook, it's harder for you to figure out how to feed who you're watching, because what if that kid, or whoever it is you're watching, is allergic to peanut butter? They can't have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. What if they don't like, bananas? There's another problem. There's always a problem with some kids because, they're just allergic to something, or they don't like something, or they're just picky. And when you're 13 or 14, let's say the person you're watching, the kid you're watching, there's an emergency. They don't generally know what to do. They think, okay, I gotta figure out how to figure this out. I need to know and take care of the problem. I know because experience. I used to babysit, and I still do sometimes because I am the oldest of 5. Alana and Sophie, they are baby twin sisters. They are both 5. They'll be 6 in a month or 2. Zachary, my brother, he will be, he just turned, I want to say 13, no, 12, something like that. 12, yeah. Lauren, she is, today's her birthday, and she's turning 14 or 15. And Taylor, she is my age. Well, I'm 17. She turned 17 in October. 28th, actually. So I am the oldest, but when I was younger, I took a babysitting class, and I got certified. I have a certificate signing off saying I've taken the Ohio tests, or whatever it's called, and I passed it to be able to babysit. And I had to teach my sister Taylor how to babysit because I'm not always around to help. And she was very much confused. The first time she was babysitting, she just happened to have a problem. Thank God I was there. The twins were being little brats like they are, and were throwing pencils, and one of them got hit in the eye. And Taylor was freaking out. She didn't know what to do. And at the time, she was 13, which is exactly my point. She didn't know what to do. She didn't try to look at her eye. She just held her, trying to get her to stop crying, hoping that she was okay. But I was upstairs. I happened to hear the crying, so I ran downstairs. I took care of it. But that's what I mean. She didn't know what to do in the case of an emergency. And cooking, I had to make the kids food because, she didn't know how to. Kids wanted mac and cheese, God forbid, and they were throwing a fit. So I had to make the mac and cheese. So that's what I mean. in some people, in some kids' situations, they have anxiety. So when something happens, in case of an emergency or there's a lot of yelling and screaming and crying, they freak out and they don't know what they're supposed to do, and they have their own little anxiety attack. I've been there before. My very first time I was babysitting. So if you're older, then you can babysit kids that are much younger, and that's okay. But also when you're older, you know what to do. You know how to take care of emergencies. You know that, okay, you have to call, for help, and you know the house address in case it was that bad, that they had to be taken into a hospital. You know the things you can and can't cook without hurting yourself or anyone else around you or like burning the house down. And you know how to do it. You can understand what the kids are going through, and when you have an anxiety attack, you know how to deal with it better than you would when you are a younger kid, 13 or 14. I personally feel that if you're going to babysit, you should at least be 15, the youngest, or 15 at the youngest, because, like I said before, all of those things are very possible to happen. And if you are younger, you should not be younger than 13. And if you're going to have your kid or someone babysit for you that is 13 or 14, they should have some type of certificate like I had saying that they know what they are doing. Because then you know for a fact that they know, okay, this is what you have to do in an emergency. If you're younger and an emergency happens, if you don't know what to do or you panic, the kid could possibly die. And that's obviously not okay. It's a death. It's your kid. And no one wants to have to worry about that or go through that. You need to have some type of proof at that age that you are okay to babysit, that they can rely on you to take care of their kid, and that, if something happens, you are able to figure out what you have to do to take care of the situation without having an anxiety attack and just freaking out. So that is my persuasive, I say video. Point being is I feel that you should not babysit if you are too young. Okay, and thank you.